Hi, my name is Amy Butowicz, and I am this week's I Like Your Work studio visit artist. Welcome to my space. I am currently living and working on Fisher's Island, and I've been here now for about 2 years. Arrival into the studio is a really important process for me. I always start with taking time to sit and just look. I'm not one who really likes to sit very much, so it's a really important moment for me, instead of coming in and jumping straight to work, to take the time to sit and look. And I also write in my journal for a little while. And usually there's something that caught my eye that I decided wasn't working, or I'm excited to make a mark on. All of my work begins with automatic drawing. I just start a piece, and then they develop over time as I find imagery inside of them. And then I develop them into being the individuals that they are. I work a lot on the floor and on the table. Working on the floor is extremely physical, and when the pieces are larger, it really tests your body to stretch over them. I also work on everything in a round for a time before I decide an orientation to go with. I have set up in my studio some works that are just beginning, and some recently finished pieces that I reference and then take them away. I think it's really important for me to work in a series, because I can build on ideas and continually learn from each piece, and it's a nice bridge to the next. Color is extremely important to me, and I fell in love with gouache, traditional gouache, many years ago. I think a lot because it's temperamental. It also is really linked to time. And I say that because if anyone's worked with it, it immediately reconstitutes. So there's a time element to working, and you can't go back in unless you want to change the entire thing. And it's such a metaphor for life, because we just keep going forward. I also work on paper, and I'm really drawn to paper because it has a short lifespan. And not that the paper's gonna disappear, but there's only so much work you can do to paper before it loses its freshness. And keeping something fresh and alive is always a goal of mine.
Mostly what you've seen in the studio today are the smaller works that I started this spring, and I'm going to be continuing with those. It was quite a challenge to switch over to that size after working in a much larger scale all of last year. And I also mixed in a few of those pieces. In addition, you're getting a peek into the exploration I'm starting around questioning the diptych. Thank you so much for touring my studio with I Like Your Work. You can find out more about my work at amybutowicz.com and on Instagram at amybutowicz. And please read the full interview about my practice on ilikeyourworkpodcast.com/studio visit artist. Thanks.